every presenter who sent me their script, which was good, I gave them 1 or 2 suggestions. They sent back the script based on my advice. And then what we'll be hearing is their version 2 that we are putting under the magnifying glass. So Valerie, are you there? You are going to set up and introduce our speakers.
Valerie Lyons, The Mountaintop. Valerie Lyons, The Mountaintop.
When I was 17, I was a member of the track team at Chicago Vocational High School, CVS. A member by way of Mr. Wayne Stingley. Not only was I a member of that team, I was also the team captain. The mile relay is now called the 4x400 relay. Now I could run other events, but this was my favorite. I would stand and watch all of the other events, but I loved this one. There were 4 runners. The first one would run the first leg. The second one, the second leg. The third one would run theirs, and then it was up to me, the anchor. I had to bring it home. Sometimes I would run really fast and I would lose momentum. And my coach would say, Valerie, you start off very well, but somehow in the middle you lose energy. You want to run as fast as you can, but those last 100 yards, you burn out a little bit. You still win, but you need to continue to the very end. So before that last race, I said, Coach, I think I'm ready. I think I can do it. When it was that time, Mickey, she ran the first leg. And then Tracy, she ran the second leg. Danisha ran the third leg, and then it was up to me, the anchor. I had to run my race. At the beginning, woo! I was faster than grease lightning. I ran that straightaway. Then I hit that curve, and I kept running to the next curve, the next straightaway. Then I had a cramp in my leg, but I had to keep running. I had to keep going. We needed those points. At the end, we won. I ran that 440 yards in 49 seconds. That was Olympic time. You are in the 4x400 relay. You have already had your summer training. You've already had your winter training. You've had your area contest and then your division contest, but you still must endure to the end. You must continue until the end of June. That brings to mind Dr. Martin Luther King's speech when he said, we as a people will get to the promised land. Now, I know you're tired of Zoom. I know that some of you are like me and you need a new chair. Some of you are tired of going from meeting to meeting. Some of you may even need some new house shoes. But you need to try to keep that momentum. You need to endure to the very end. You need to continue without quitting. Don't throw in the towel. Stay resilient. Stay strong, because we, as the members of this district, will get to the promised land. Miss Patricia Fripp.
How do you get a standing ovation? You play the national anthem or you quote Dr. Dr. King. Well, okay, that was great. And again, your energy carries through. We've got full great delivery, and the delivery will cover up what could be tightened. So I loved your story. What you will find I've done is edit it down and take out what I don't believe is needed. So you make up your mind, and anytime you really like it, you say amen or love it or whatever. Okay, so let's see what we have for you. You sent me 603 words in your script. I've edited it down to 496. I've tightened, added more drama. I will stop after this first paragraph and see if you like what I did with this.
Great.
What an awesome responsibility for a 17-year-old to be the team captain of the Chicago Vocational High School track team. Of all the events, the one I enjoyed the most is what we now call the 4x400 relay. The mile relay was the very last race of the track meet. So I made it an awesome responsibility for you.
Okay.
Well, did you feel it was an awesome responsibility?
Of course it was.
Exactly. Well, let's show the audience that. So this is, all right, so this is the next paragraph. We had to control our energy through the 100-yard dash and the hurdles and stay focused until the very end of the day before we could compete.
Stay focused. I like that.
Yeah, because I know you're an athlete, you're raring to go, and you had to wait hours. So to me, I communicate that we had to control our energy. We have to do this with speaking. You know, you have to control your energy until it's the time for the paying customers. Okay, then.
I had to do it today.
Exactly. The mile relay had 4 runners. The first runner passed the baton to the second, to the third person, and finally it was passed to me. My role was the anchor, the last person to run. The pressure was on. No matter how far my team was ahead or behind, my responsibility was to bring it home. I had to run my very best race. You see, you said it was my race.
Right.
No, it was my very best race.
Right.
So you see, that was tightened.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're bringing in, because we can't be the hero of all our stories.
Right. So
obviously you're the champ that came through. I'm making Coach Sigley a bigger character. My coach, Mr. Wayne Stingley, Stingley would say, champ, you know this is the race. You need this one because we need the points. At the beginning of the race, you have surplus energy. You want to run as fast as you can. Pace yourself until the last 100 yards. You need to maintain that momentum.
Like that
I assured him, Coach, I'm ready. See, in your version, well, one, you had more back and forth, so I'm tightening the scene. But you said, I think I'm ready. Honey, champions are ready. You don't, like Tom Hanks said, there's no crying in baseball. There's no trying in relay. Coach, I'm ready. We heard the pistol. The relay begun. Now, did they shoot a pistol before?
They did. You were there.
That's what I thought. Can you understand? That is putting the audience in the scene.
Yes.
We heard the pistol. The relay began. Mickey ran the first leg. Tracy ran the second. Denisha ran the third and passed the baton to me.
Mm.
To win. See, we shrink
Mhm.
that time till it gets to you. We
Right.
give the name credit, but
Mhm.
we shrink that to when I needed to run my best race. As soon as the baton was in my hand, you see, you had you had the baton in your hand, but to me, just reading it, I saw it in your hand. As
Mm.
soon as the baton was in my hand, I sprang into action. Afterwards, I was told I was running faster than greased lightning. It's better to have somebody else tell you than have you say it,
Got it.
right?
Got it.
Around the straightaway, around the curve. The crowd was cheering just as my leg cramped. Because
You
I
were
bet
there.
you could hear the crowd cheering. So you see, there have been a couple of places, the gun, the cheer, I'm putting another layer of the experience for the audience.
Yes.
You can now hear what was happening. As well as your dynamic delivery, we can hear other aspects.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's where the coach comes back. In
Okay.
my mind, I heard Coach Stingley say, Valerie, you can do it. Keep going. This is your best race. It is up to you to earn the points in order to win. Even with the cramp that never let up,
Mm.
I ran those 440 yards in 49 seconds. Friends, that is Olympic time.
Mm.
My team won. That was a memorable day. This is a memorable day. You are in the 4x40 relay. You've already completed our summer makeup training, area speech contests, the winter makeup trainings, the division speech contests. However, we still must make it all the way until the end of June. You may be tired of Zoom, too many meetings, or like me, need a new, more comfortable chair.
Yes.
The end is in sight. Keep running until the end of June. This is your best race. As Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. told us. Now, believe me, you deliver Dr. King better than I do. How I closed this was, I believe he is with us in spirit, saying, District 103 leaders, stay resilient, continue to the end. We can get our members to the promised land.
That's why
So
you're the pro.
Well, so very often, heighten the scenes,
Mhm.
take out what isn't necessary.
Okay.
And if you can give the words, you don't need to tell us, oh, I often did this or did this or did this. Just let the coach say what you need to do. And we are smart enough to know what a coach does is build your strengths and make sure you remove the wasted energy that you
Right.
would put into that. And I'm just taking out some of the words.
That's why you're a great coach.
Hey, well, I'm sure our audience will agree. All four of you delivered your messages incredibly well. You're all likable. All your stories we can connect to. Whether you're a runner, you're in a relay, we all have to work with other team members.
Right.
And we often, whether we're the committee chair or we're the contest chair or you're the club leader, we all feel a responsibility is on our shoulders. We are responsible for everyone.
That's
So
true.
this is why the responsibility was on you, which is why set the flavor of the scene. Remember the opening of a scene,
Yes.
arouse interest.
Mm.
It was an awesome responsibility for a 70-year-old. Oh, what? We grabbed them in.
Right. Thank
Good.
you. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Hey, my pleasure.